Hi friends, this is Shobha. I'm from Kanavu Kanungal team. Yesterday, one of my team member, his name is Periasamy, who took you how we are going to take professional knowledge for you for bank preparation. And now I'm going to take a topic called networking. And here I'm going to discuss few topics. And here are the few topics here. And OSI layer, first one is OSI layer. This is a very important topic. Here we can cover more than 5 marks, 5 to 10 marks in this topic itself. And IP address and network hardware, here we are going to cover these hardware things like hub, bridge, switch, router. These hardware, in which layer these hardware is going to lie, and some protocols also, which is UDP, TCP, HTTP, FTP and TFTP. Now I briefly explain you how the OSI layer will work, and this OSI layer will have 7 layers, and I'll be explaining you now. Okay. Now I'm going to explain you how OSI layer will work. First, OSI. What is mean by OSI? OSI is the abbreviation of Open System Interconnection. Open System Interconnection means a connection between, it establishes a connection between client and the server. What is client? What is server? See, if you are typing google.com in your laptop on the web URL page, okay, so that machine, you are typing something on the web URL page, right? That machine called the client. So the machine you are using is called client machine. Okay, so you are typing google.com, it is going and fetching the Google server to view the Google website. So now you can understand, right, what is client and what is server. So each and everything, like whatever you are typing Facebook, you are typing anything on search engine. So whatever you are typing on the URL box, that is going and fetching the server at the back end and replying you to the client. So that process is maintained by the OSI layer. So this OSI layer has 7 layers. First layer is physical, second layer is data link, third is network, fourth is transport layer, fifth one is session layer, sixth one is presentation layer, and seventh one is application layer. Now I am going to explain you from the top to bottom. See, the connection will, I am going to explain you how the flow is working. I am just taking this example, google.com. The client is sending, just typing google.com, how it fetches the server and gets the reply back to the client. Now I am going to explain you that thing with this concept of 7 layers. Okay. First, see, in the URL you are typing http google.com. So this is the application layer, because application layer will be a user interaction view. So this, whatever the user can view the page, that is called as application layer. So in this particular layer, you can have, what are the protocol is dealing with this particular layer is HTTP, FTP, TFTP. So these are some protocols which is in application layer. You can have one question regarding this application layer. See, which protocol? The HTTP protocol belongs to which layer? So the answer will be application layer. Okay. So because why I am saying this in between, these type of question will be asked in the sense, while reading this OSI model, you can easily get to know these are the important things we need to recollect once and again and again. Now I am going for the presentation layer. So once this google.com is going to the presentation layer, this presentation layer, what it will do, this google.com will be made as a packet. Okay. Now the packet will be encrypted to the computer language. The packet will be encrypted to the computer language and then it will send to the session layer. In this presentation layer, encryption decryption process will happen. What it will happen? Encryption and decryption process will take place in the presentation layer. This is also a keyword which can be asked as a question. Which layer will do the encryption decryption process? Obviously the answer will be presentation layer. Once the packet is being encrypted, okay, it comes to the session layer. This session layer, it will divide the packet and then send to the transport layer. This division of process, what it will do? It will establish, it will maintain, and also it will synchronize the packets. Okay, so this is also a kind of keyword which can be asked as a question. Which layer used for establish, maintains and synchronize the communication between the client and the server? The answer will be session layer. So once the packet has been divided, now it will go to the transport layer. Here the packet will be moved to the segments. Okay, here the packet will be moved as a segments. This is also a question can be asked for you. Okay, and this transport layer has two protocols. One is TCP, another one is UDP. I will explain you briefly what is TCP and UDP in the upcoming session. Okay, now just I'll explain you what is TCP. It's a transmission control protocol. UDP is a user datagram protocol. What is TCP? I'm giving you here, transmission control protocol, and UDP is user datagram protocol. Okay, and once this transport layer, what the function of this transport layer is, it will take whether the packet which is received right from the session layer, it will just identify whether the connection should be in a reliable manner or an unreliable connection. What is reliable and what is unreliable? I'll explain you now. What is reliable? What is unreliable connection? See, I am typing google.com. From the server, it will go and fetch the server and it will get the response from the server. We can see the Google page, right? So you are getting some response from the server. You are viewing the Google page. That is called as acknowledgement. You are getting an acknowledgement from the server. Client is requesting, server is acknowledging that I am here, like that. Okay. So if acknowledgement is getting to that particular connection, then it is called as reliable connection. If acknowledgement is not you don't want an acknowledgement at all, then it could be a unreliable connection. So here there will be some question called what is reliable protocol? If this is the question, the answer would be TCP. TCP is a reliable protocol. Since TCP gives you an acknowledgement from the client to the server, so it is a reliable protocol. UDP is a unreliable protocol. For example, for UDP, I am just telling you an example. If you want to take a live video stream, okay, if live telecast is happening, you will not get a response at all. It's a live stream video. So that time they will use a UDP protocol. I'll explain you again. TCP is a reliable protocol. UDP is a unreliable protocol. There will be definitely a question on this particular UDP and TCP and transport layer. Okay. And now once it decides whether what connection it needed, then it will take back you to the network layer. in this particular network layer which deals with the IP address, because you're just typing google.com, but in the server it will be maintaining as a IP address. So this particular IP address and all will be coming under this network layer. Now I'll explain you briefly what is IP address, what are the types of IP address. There are many are there, okay. I'll explain you on the next session, okay. Now next, once the IP address is defined, it will go to the data link layer. Here the segments will be divided into frames, okay. Here the segments will be divided into frames, okay. Here what it will do, if we need a error correction, error detection and correction will be happening on the data link layer. We need a very errorless connection, right? So this process will be happen only on the data link layer. There is also a question, in which layer error correction is happening. Definitely the answer will be the data link layer. The process of error correction and detection called CRC. It means cyclic redundancy check. I don't want to explain you briefly on this. It's just a keyword you need to remember, because of this can be a question of your exam, okay. In what is the process called error correction and detection? Then that process name called CRC, cyclic redundancy check. And once the frames has been once the error and everything has been corrected, it will directly go to the physical layer where there is a cable connection, that nothing but the Ethernet cable connection, which gives you the we need an internet connection, right? So this will be the physical layer. Again I'll explain you the process, how the process will be is, from 7th layer to first layer, it will just fetch the connection. Again it will get the server detail, and then after getting the server detail, it just need to send back to the client again. So the process again, it will start here. It will start from upside down, and then once it reaches the layer 1, again it will send the response to the client, that is to the till the application layer. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is the process from upside down and down to upward. The process will be happening. Okay. So I'll just recollect all the points together. Okay. See, OSI is a open system interconnection, which is nothing but it establishes a connection between the client and the server. I just took an example called google.com, how google.com will work at the back end. This process, this complete process will have this 7 layers. First layer will be physical, data link, network, transport, session, presentation and application. See, the order of the layers should not change, because you can even expect a question, what is the layer of third layer, what is the name of the third layer? Then it could be a network layer. Okay, so the order should be same. Then application layer. Application layer has this type of protocol, FTP, UDP, HTTP, FTP, TFTP, all these protocol is there. Is a user interaction protocol. Presentation layer will have encryption, decryption and technique. Once that is done, it will go to the session layer. Session layer will establish, maintain and synchronize the connection, and then it will go to this transport layer. Transport layer has two protocol, mainly UDP and TCP, which decides whether the connection should be a reliable or unreliable. And then it goes to the network layer. In network layer has some IP address configurations and all that I'll explain you later. And then data link layer. Data link layer has a error correction and detection method, which is called a CRC. and then physical layer. After that it will go to the physical layer. It's nothing but a cable connection. From here it will again go to the application layer. And one more thing I forgot to explain you. Data link layer has two method. Okay, one is I'll write here. One is LLC and one is MAC. LLC is link local control and MAC is medium access control. This is also, we don't want to go in depth to brief it what is what. Okay, what I just given you in data link layer what are the methods are used. You can expect in question. For that we can the answer will be link local control, medium access control. Okay, so I hope everyone is quite understanding this OSI model concept. Now we will move to IP address. Okay, now I am going to explain a topic called IP address. I am going to explain you an overview of IP address and as well as important things you need to note it down. Okay, first we'll go with the IPv4 and IPv6 address. What is V4, V6? These are all version. It starts from the version 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and version 1, 2, 3 are not that much popular, and version 4 is the 32-bit address and version 6 is the 128-bit address. See, I have given an example here, 192.168.1.1. Here this is the 8-bit address, this part is 8-bit, 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 all over together, which is called as 32-bit address. See, you will get an question like IPv4 address contains how many bits? So the answer will be 32-bit. The same way IPv6 address contains 188-bit. It's in the form of hexadecimal. It's in the form of hexadecimal. Okay. So here also can be a question kind of like IPv6. It's a which decimal format? It's a hexadecimal format. Okay. And this is one. There will be a question called what is loopback address? So the loopback address is the 127.0.0.1. This is very, very important since I think almost in all the exams this question will be a part of one. Okay, and the partition. In IP address we have 5 types of classes. Okay, class A, class B, class C, class D and E. So these partition will be classified into the this type of subnets. Okay, see, this class A will have 0 to 127 subnets. Class B will have 128 to 191 subnets. Class C have 192 to 223 subnet. Class D have 224 to 239. Class C have 240 to 255. Here also there will be a question like, see, 135.1.1.1. This IP belongs to which class? Like that you can have a question. Now can you tell me this IP belongs to class B since it starts with 128 to 191. So this IP address belongs to class B address. Okay. So this is okay. Then there will be questions under default subnets. Okay. And also I told you this class D and class E. If there will be one more question in class D, which is the multicasting address, then class D is the multicasting address and class E is reserved for future use. We are not using this type of IPs now. It is reserved for future use. And there will be a question under default subnet, as I said. See, 225.0.0.0, then this subnet will be, default subnet will be class A. It belongs to class A. 255.255.0.0, this belongs to default subnet of class B. And 255.255.255.0 belongs to subnet of default subnet of class C. And also for this IPv6 address, the address can be unicast, multicast, or any caste? This is also one of the one mark question. Which IPv6 address belongs to what are the types of address? Okay, that will be the answer of unicast, multicast, and anycast. So here I have given you an overview of IP address. You also don't want to go in depth and read that concept. Just read as a blank, what is what, that is enough for this IP address. Okay friends, in upcoming videos I will be teaching you network components and rest of the topic which I have defined you. And if you like this video, please subscribe to this video, and also we'll be giving you a Facebook link below the video. Please go to this Facebook link and make yourself as updated in our group, and we'll be sending you the materials for our subscribers. Whoever will be sending you materials to the subscribers mail ID. So please be subscribed to this video, and thank you friends, and we will see you in the next topic. Okay, thank you.